Good evening. Again, this is Reading for Charity. This is going to be book review 7 of the 9 tonight. And this one is The Department of Speculation. So, this was down, this was sold to me, was down as, you know, an important feminist novel, and it was one of the excellent descriptions of a modern marriage from a wife's point of view, and it's dark and it's funny and it's engaging. No, it's none of those things. I read the book, I got to the end of it, and I went, what on earth was that all about? So for starters, it's written in tiny little chunks, like paragraphs, but it jumps from paragraph to paragraph as part of the story. So there we go. So I'm going to take 3 random paragraphs of the book, okay? And it is completely random, okay? But the smell of her hair, the way she clasped her hand around my fingers, this was like medicine. For once, I didn't have to think. The animal was ascendant. And then it moves on to something else. That's it, that single paragraph. The whole book is written as thoughts. There we go. Yeah. Do not jump off a wall. Do not run in the street. Do not strike your head with a stone just to see what this will do. And then it moves on again. Man. I was really frustrated by this book. I read it in one sitting. It's not very long. It's only 60, 70 pages long or something. Oh, okay, 177 pages. But I read this in a single sitting. Because it's so... There's actually very few words per page. I mean, as an example, I mean, that's... You know, that is it per page. And it's kind of very similar. Because it's written it's written kind of stream of consciousness over a period of time, in very, very small bite-sized chunks, of a woman who goes through a marriage, who gets cheated upon, and they have a child, and then the book ends. Oh, sorry, they move to the country, then the book ends. And it's like, okay, what did we learn from this book? Absolutely nothing. Was this book fun to read? No, it wasn't. Did I engage with any of the characters? I could not have told you anything about any of the characters because of the way the book was written. It's just one woman who's unhappy with her life, things happen, and then the book ends. There's nothing to it. There's nothing to it. It's a terrible, terrible book. And it's so lauded. You know, and people are talking about it's funny and moving, and you know, it's the perfect example of modern life. No, it's not. It's not. It's not funny. It's not moving. It's not real. It's not modern. It's written in a weird stylistic fashion that makes it actually annoying to read, because there's no exploration of any of the thoughts whatsoever. She talks about, she spends a paragraph talking about how unhappy she is in her marriage, and then she moves on. And it's like, well, okay, how about exploring that? Why are you unhappy in your marriage? What is it that you're unhappy with in your marriage? You know, this is even before that, you know, she discovers that her husband's been cheating on her. There's no exploration of any thought whatsoever. The actual level of thought in the book is completely skin deep. There's nothing below just surface thoughts. And the book is written in the thoughts of the woman. It's you know, snippets of her thinking through a period of a year or months. I'm not sure how long it lasts. Probably years, because they have a child and the child grows, so years. But it's a pointless book. It's a pointless book. There's nothing to it. There's no depth in any way, shape or form. It's not funny. It's not clever. It's just a waste of everyone's time, money and intelligence. There's not much else I'm going to say about this book. Should you read this book? No, you shouldn't read this book. Neither should anyone else, because it's pointless. Yeah, done. Next. Next up, Marquis de Sade, Justin. That's what we're going to read next. That's what we're going to review next, because heaven knows the Department of Speculation didn't need to exist. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for listening. I'm going to switch the stream again, and I'll be back in 20 seconds.